Hello there, guys. Two streams in 1 month. You know, surprising. Totally surprising. I totally planned this, guys. Nothing else. Nothing more. Okay, I am gonna wait a while for everyone to come in. I know it was a little bit of delay. That is entirely on me. Um, one of the clocks in my house is not at all set to the right time. That's also my bad. And I was trying to finish doing one last laundry run, and then when I came back to sit down, it was 2 o'clock, and then I realized because of ibis paint and to use all the little you know brushes, you have to watch an ad. So I was like, oh, I have to do that. Put do not disturb. Make sure I tell everyone there is a stream happening. I will get better with this as time goes on. So because I just started, I'm gonna wait a little couple more seconds. Not seconds, like a couple more minutes to get everything situated, you know? Okay. Not much. Okay. I know there's a bit of delay from where I speak in the actual stream. Obviously, I can't stream directly through YouTube. I'm using a third-party app to stream on YouTube because I don't have enough subscribers. So, you know, if you see that red button down there, just hit it. You might be surprised. I actually do have a YouTube video down. I have a YouTube video ready to publish. I'm gonna publish it tomorrow because I'm gonna be really busy tomorrow. So today I didn't work, but I tried to do a lot of stuff that I could do because it's like, oh well, you know, I'm not gonna be working, but as one does. But yeah, so tomorrow there should be a new YouTube video. There was a lot of technical difficulties with that one. Too many. But I got it edited. What happened was apparently my phone doesn't have storage. And you know what? Storage is a scam, guys. It's such a scam. Because I was like, oh, well, but I've been paying storage. Apparently I've been paying iCloud storage and not actual like storage because apparently that's how it works. So I had to get things situated, and then Clipchamp, which is the editing software I use, doesn't even work on the iPad. Like I'll try to log in, but the only way you can log in is through Microsoft. But all my other assets have been through my Google account, so then I can't even do it. Start to watch the other thing. But thankfully I was able to do it on my Chromebook. I was able to situate it, so I still had the audio, and the footage was able to not be corrupted this time. So everything has been, you know, it's been fine. But it did cut at the end, and I did put an apology because I hadn't been able to record something at the end of it. So that will be tomorrow. It's about Sketchbook 15. That sketchbook did take place in 2022 to 2023. And I'm kind of a little low enthusiasm like throughout this video. But that's mostly because I was so like energetic, and then the video cut because I ran out of storage. So then the rest of the video I just been like, oh, I can't, you know, like I can't put too much effort into this now because I don't know when it's gonna cut, and then it's awkward because then you're trying to figure out how to piece sentences together. So it cut twice. So there was 3 footage pieces I had to combine, and it wasn't bad. It's just from 2022 till now, a lot of my sketchbooks, I don't know, I'm just gonna start drawing. A lot of my sketchbooks are not at all updated in these 2 years. When that video comes out, you'll understand. But it was really awkward because I'll just be like, oh yeah, that's not canon. Oh yeah, revamp. Oh yeah, this is not. And it was kind of hilarious. So, I finished the Esperanza spreadsheet from yesterday. Not yesterday, last week. Oh my god. I think we're just gonna continue now. It's been 5 minutes. Yeah, since last week I finished that spreadsheet. But I don't know what to draw. I don't know if I want to draw more of my content. Excuse me. More of, sorry, my superheroes. Because I feel like that's what we've been doing. Or draw some Spider Sona stuff. Because that's what's been on my mind lately. Actually, I drew something of... If you guys have seen my speed paints, you know Jid. I've been trying to draw her with the, in her Camelot era. But, you know, I think I'm just gonna start doodling. I think this one's just gonna be a little doodle because I don't know what I'm drawing. And I feel like I'm in this process with my art where I'm very flowy with, like, my guidelines. Which has been, like, in a way, been helping me better. I'm not sure if I'm going through, like, an art style switch. Actually, I'm gonna be, I'm gonna do something. But, yeah, I did some physical sketches in my sketchbook, which is sketchbook 1920 now, which is kind of crazy because I'm 21 years old. So it's almost been like, we're almost at the point where there's been a sketchbook for every year that I've lived. But yeah, like, I don't know. I'm probably gonna look at it because obviously it was like, you know. But I feel like I just been like this. It doesn't make sense, you know? But in my mind, these, and you know what? It's something that my art professor told me at the one art class that I took in college, which was, hey, sometimes you need to be loose with your sketches and then you're able to figure it out. And at the time, I didn't know what he meant. But now, I definitely know what he meant. Like, oh, obviously. And he also said to work on backgrounds. I'm still gonna ignore that. But mostly because I want to. Actually, I don't even know who I'm drawing. I think, you know what? Let it just be random sketches. Okay? But, like, compared to this thing, that's really too big. I'm gonna do this. We're gonna move you here. We're just gonna do a bunch of, like, gesture drawings. And then from there, I can figure out who of my characters I'm really drawing. Because sometimes I just draw automatically and I don't even know. But yeah. If you guys want to talk, if you guys want to use this to do some work, put me in the background. That is also very valid. That's sometimes what I do. I just put on a live stream or I put on a drawing video and I just have it in the background. But I also kind of want to draw, like, I kind of want to draw, my characters. But, like, the superheroes. Because I feel like I haven't drawn them, guys. Oh, that's not a tab. I thought that was an empty tab. Apparently it was not. I was the one in the wrong. Okay, what I'm gonna have to do actually is look up who's technically in the superheroes lineup. Not in the way that I don't remember who it is. It's just more in the way that there's just so many characters. And I can't figure it out. Also, if you like, that is technically my Immortal Bastard. That is my Immortal Bastard Sona. So, yeah, I don't have that short of a hair, by the way, guys. Don't worry about it. It's just that's how I differentiate between what it's, when I try to draw, like, IRL stuff that has happened to me versus this is just a made-up universe. I'm gonna have to, whereas locations and teams. Because, in my actual sketchbook tour, I was talking about how it's really hard to draw. Like, it's weird because some of these characters have never interacted before because they were DC fantasies or Marvel fantasies, but now it's free game, guys. So it is kind of weird. And I'm trying to think, and I'm like, yeah, I forget that Lily now is team leader in the way that she is team leader, and there's quotation marks over this, but she's not actually team leader, guys. She's being manipulated by the masses. What masses? I'll figure it out. Like every other story of mine where I don't know the actual, problem. Okay. So I think I want to do Lily, and because Lily is 22 when this is all happening, and then maybe Grace. I just need to think of I don't know. I'll just see where everything takes me. And I feel like that is just like how it's supposed to be. If I remember everyone's heights too. There is a height chart. Why am I saying if I remember everyone's heights? Like I didn't make height charts for this simple reason. It's just I don't remember them and I don't have them on my hand. So we're just gonna have to deal with it. I feel like that's not at all the right proportions. I also, to make it easier, I have to put do not disturb on my stuff. Which is sad because then I miss things that are actually supposed to happen, like on my phone. But I can't do anything about it because then guys are gonna see the notifications when they pop up. So yeah, and I know this is like my friend, like I can sense the vibes from here, being like, just get, just get a PC, get OBS. But like, no. Do you know how much it took for someone to actually get an iPad for me? My mother had to buy it because I was just like, I'm not sure, guys. And now, like, right now it's not what I'm using. But, obviously, when I first got it, I used it all the time. I don't know why. Like, I think it's like that thing you get when you just get a new thing and then you're just like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna use it all the time because it's new. And then afterwards, you just don't. So it should be like this. And then I think maybe like, no, move this over. I remember last stream someone was like, are you going to do a magma stream? And I was like, what is that? It's apparently a website where you can invite your subscribers and followers or whatever friends to draw on the same canvas. I would love that. The thing is, I have a fear of online people. I have such a fear. It is not like, it's just probably because when I was growing up, my parents were like very huge on internet safety. And we wouldn't like, I didn't have my own social media until maybe, God, I think it was until like high school. And that was COVID. If you ever needed to figure out how my parents were, like, there you go. It was mostly COVID, so I don't blame them, but I just don't understand how to do it. Okay, and I think I like that. This could be just Lily, who I always imagined to be like one of the younger people, now basically babysitting, trying to be hip with the cool people. Hashtag, it's just Grey's Anatomy. Yeah, so we're just gonna make this smaller. This will be over here. I like to do all my rough gesture drawings first, and then whenever I forget who there are, I could do later. But just so I have all the gesture stuff, and then afterwards, I can just draw. So yeah, I don't know who this will be. That's like superhero stuff. I feel like another thing we haven't really talked about on here is colors. Which, by the way, I've been trying to find a sticker manufacturer, but it's so hard to find good prices because I don't want to buy a lot, and then no one buys them, and then I'm stuck with like 20,000 stickers of like my beloved characters. So I'm still waiting. Maybe as it gets closer to an art event somewhere near me, I can make the argument to do it. I don't know. And that's the sad part. Who else is young? Or like in the same thing? Because Lena, I could just draw Lena and Zach. The fact that I'm just like, ah, yes, my characters. Guys, I don't know. What am I drawing? That is not the face shape. But I love them, Your Honor. Lena and Zach, I've like talked about this. They have no like angst. The angst is before they meet. So, you know, maybe that's it. The angst is before they meet. Actually, I want look up. Okay, if he looks down this way, and then maybe we have, you know, I have the vision in my head, guys. This is so much more chaotic than just like, here, let me talk about my characters and let me just draw. Yeah, I was gonna see if I can go live tomorrow because I have a 9 to 1 tomorrow, but I have a concert tomorrow. Not only that, VIP, so I can't go live right away because I'll have to get ready for the concert because I have to be there by like 5:30 or 6. I need to double check. Oh, I can already see the vision. Like, okay, so shoulder, my man's torso, my man's waist. I don't know. This is all by head, like by head. It's just I'm just trying to draw how I see my head, because you know the ones where it's like, okay, I'm trying to think, like, is it like this? I'm trying to listen, guys. I've never been held like this. Well, I'm gonna try to memorize, envision. Whatever. It's them. They're there, guys. That's all that matters. This is a rough jester. That's all that matters here. I do have some lemonade, and it's like sparkling lemonade, and I love it. It's not sparkling water. I hate sparkling water. It's like, I'm sorry to everyone who does love sparkling water, but I don't like that taste. It, like, controversial as it must be, I don't like it. Like, there's something about it that, like, it doesn't vibe with my taste buds. And I don't know why. Oh my god, my phone's been blowing up because I'm gonna go to see a concert in July. Which one? Don't worry about it. I have a lot of concerts in July, apparently. But it's a problem, guys. It's a problem. I have a problem. I counted. I have 25 concerts this year. some that I already went to. That's stuff that I know. We're barely in March. And a lot of them are like the first 6 months, so we don't even... I don't want to see the later half of the months, guys. Okay, I'm gonna make this a little bit smaller. I'm gonna still keep them. Okay, and then... Okay, so we drew Zach and Lena, because I love drawing Zach and Lena. There is... Oh my god. See, I'm scared that I'm gonna pop up and they're gonna see pictures that you shouldn't be seeing. So what I'm gonna do... what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go and double check how it looks like on my phone. And then I'll show you guys. Because, I mean, I already drawn this... I have already drawn this, but I think it's just absolutely hilarious, and I feel like you guys should see it. I forgot, I did use it as a background. I don't remember for which one. I think my Instagram. So you come here for Instagram, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I'm trying to see. Okay, if I move really quick, you won't see things. It's not that I don't have anything bad. It's just like, I have pictures of my friends, guys, and I don't know if they want to see this. So, I'm like covering the screen, like if that's going to do anything. Okay. Okay, you can't see. You can't see. There you go. We're just going to put it. Thankfully, we're going to put it here as like a memory. But look, okay, I have some drawings already done. I drew them traditionally, and then I color them digitally. I'm just going to put these in the corner just to be like a reminder. Also to a reminder how they're supposed to look like. But now I know. It like shows 2 rows. Okay, so if I ever want to do stuff. Yeah. But here, let me just talk. This is Eve, right? This is Ophelia. And then, that, guys, I swear I know my OCs and their names. It's not what it looks like. It's 100% what it looks like. Here we go. His name is, if you hear paper shuffling, it's because I took out the whole paper stack. His name is Chase. That is his canon name. Don't forget, don't ask why I didn't know what his actual name was. Okay? There's a lot of things have happened. Okay, chat? But this is Chase and that's Ophelia. I was going to try to draw the little, like love triangle, like Ophelia. Loves Chase. Chase loves Ophelia. God, we love them. Ophelia has unknown feelings towards Eve. Eve loves Ophelia. And then Eve hates Chase, and Chase is just doesn't know what's happening. So, you know that meme. I feel like everyone's seen that meme. So I saw it, and I was trying to redraw it. And, yep, there we go. There's Eve and Ophelia. And then I was like, well, let's talk about another 3 people who have a complicated issue, but not really. If you remember, this was on that first ever live stream where I was talking about trying to figure out their superhero designs because they're marketed as a trio. Here's why. Because they're in a polyamorous relationship. And I love them because they're in a polyamorous relationship. There is angst from their original timeline. We don't have to talk about it. Or could we? Let's just say it's better that they're happy in this universe. Because they were not happy in the other one. But yeah, it's Grace. It's Eduardo. It's Bart. I love them. And I thought because with the knowledge I have of their original timeline, I was like, you know what? Eduardo needs love. Because I know what I done to you in the original timeline. So yeah. Okay. Good to know. Again, what else? I feel like we need to draw other people. In San Francisco. Oh my god. It would be funny to see Jillian interacting. Jillian interacting with Carol. Yeah. Yep. And they're the same age too, aren't they not? I have to double check. Jillian is 22 when the story takes place, and Carol is 22. They're the same age. Guys, new ship. Guys, hear me out. There is no new ship, okay? That's just me being crazy. But it'll be funny to see Jillian saving Carol because they're both in the San Francisco era of the universe. Sometimes I just get ideas and like they're beamed to me from a higher place, and I'm like, oh yes, I'm gonna use that now. So Jillian's powers are weather form, so they're not physically. So I can't use that. Sadly. Sorry, it's because I heard a noise in my house, and I'm the only one here, so I had to double check real quick. Double check. What am I hearing? Speaking of what am I hearing, this is the NFL Beats, guys. I'm still listening to them, so hopefully y'all still love it. Don't get tired of it, please, guys. It's all I have. Because it comes, okay, with fighting poses, I do need references. I try, but like, I'm not that good. Okay? I still need to like have it memorized. Or not memorized. I still need to work on it. Well, it's not even fighting pose. I think it's just like saving her fighting pose. So, okay, Jillian. Maybe we'll just have Jillian hold Carol. It'll be funny. And maybe she's like barking orders to Esme and being like, hey, you know, like, I need help. And then she's just carrying Carol. And Carol's just like, am I attracted to this? Yes or no? Fun fact, Carol doesn't have an established sexuality, so it's free game. I just need to remember how the body works when it comes to like holding people. I know this is what her shoulders are gonna be. And she's not just gonna stand still. Like, obviously she's gonna be moving around. But again, this is just a gesture drawing. Then we're gonna figure out it more when we actually have to do the line art. Or like the final sketch, as you will. Because that's what I've been doing with my sketchbook. I just been going like little, like very loose gesture drawing with my colored mechanical pencil. And then I go over it with blue pen. And I really like it. I feel like it really helps. I don't know. I think just like being very experimental with my art right now. Well, it's like, in a way, I know nothing is forced or like I need it published or I need to turn this in by a certain time, like the deadlines, which actually are helping me a lot more than just me trying to be like, no, I need this concrete. I'm like, if my art style changes, that's fine. After all, a lot of my art ideas and writing ideas are in a very fluid motion. So, fluid state, sorry. So, I need to, you know. Okay, and then Carol. Carol is I don't think she's tall. No, she's not tall. I'm trying to remember. But she is like me pulling up my own references because I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, references are right here because they are a little bit more down the camera roll. There's a lot of IRL pictures. Again, I don't mind pictures of me being on the internet, but for my family purposes and my friends. I'm pretty sure they don't like, you know, sign up and then they're like, oh yeah, why was I on your stream? That's such a good question. It's because I don't have anything ever at all times situated. Okay, like maybe this. Go here. I don't know what I'm drawing. I love how it looks sad, but like it's not. I feel like I put her too far away. You know what? Again, loose gesture drawings, guys. Loose gesture drawings. Yeah. Okay. I feel like I can squeeze in like one more gesture drawing somewhere. We're just gonna have to get rid of. We're gonna have to get rid of. No, that's a lot. I'll keep them there. Mostly because I like them having them there. Just be like, yeah, okay, that's what we're trying to head to. Not really, because that style is very much physical media, and then we're just doing layered opacity of coloring over them, which is not what's happening here because I am sketching everything in this one. I think we just move her more over here, and then we can just have this area, and then I don't know. Maybe I could redraw a physical piece that I had. Where it's just Emily hugging Dylan. But like now that I know what I'm doing, it'll be funny. It's just like that's the centerpiece. Because yes. I still have the last tool out. Okay, here we go. Like, but I can like make it where he's like actively trying to run away. Well, not run away, but at least try to push her away, but not really. You know what these two really remind me of? I don't know if anyone else has been having like Lucy and Schroeder from like Peanuts, like the comic strip on their TikTok For You page. But every time I see them and like their color scheme, it's like, oh, that's just Dylan and Emily in a different font. Because it really is just them in a different font. It's like the difference, like with Zach and Lena, close. Dylan and Emily, oh my god. It's like, guys, please, someone save Emily. Someone save her, please. I think, yeah, someone please save her. She's not, the guy she loves, who she knows is also a thief, doesn't realize that she is the superhero that he's in love with. Someone save her. Okay. I think that's cool. I think we could move on. I just realized they're in the wrong layer. Okay, we could just move on to the line art now, the way I've been doing. Maybe I can find, well, yeah. Actually, maybe I can find just a ballpoint pen, the way that I've been using. Okay, and then I've been using blue with my ballpoint pen. That is... Okay. Making sure I'm in the right layer. Okay. Here, I think I was just, gonna draw Dixie here. Dixie is in the wrong universe, guys. But it's okay. Because I love Dixie. And I love drawing her. She's like my baby. I was about to draw her old style, but like she's not like that anymore. My girl has grown. I was gonna draw her like how she used to style herself when she was like 15, and I'm like, no, my girl is now 19, which saying that out loud makes me feel so old. But you know, it's like time to draw her like how she's supposed to look like. Yeah, I've been like on an Immortal Bastards kind of kick too. Sorry, I need to stretch my arms, not my arms, my hands. Make sure they don't get you know, tired. We're only 34 minutes in. Also to hydrate, because I've been talking. Yeah, but I've been like in an Immortals Bastards kind of little like phase. And in my sketchbook there is a bunch of like gesture drawings of like them and like trying to figure out how they look like. Especially like the lowercase Immortals. And it's so fun like just drawing them interacting because they are supposed to all live in the same universe. I also been like, the way I've been like doing mouths has been like more exaggerated. And I feel like it's fitting more that art style I've been wanting. Where it's like, yeah, it's realistic, but like their expressions are very cartoony. It's very like, you know, exaggerated. So you know, like, this is kind of like how they are. Like you can see that emotion, but also it's like, at least their, like, you know, their body and anatomy is very like realistic, but the cartoons are, you know, the facial expressions are very cartoonish because that's just how I work. Okay. I'm just trying to look up, like, because I know what she usually wears, but I want to experiment with more of the Mortal Bastards fashion choice. Because I do love them. I do. But, like, come on. they need an upgrade. I feel like I always draw them in the same thing. And it's like, okay, you know, cartoon rules much. I feel like I'm clicking, like, every single Pinterest board except the one I need. There he is. Where is she? There she is. Oh, yeah, because I have drawn the Immortal Bastards. You know what? Hold up. Let me show you guys. It's in my camera roll. It's right here. Yeah, so you know what? You guys will see this. This is gonna be its own video. But, like, you'll see it. Like, this is the Mortal Bastards in the Spider-Sona universe I've been. So, if you have seen on my Instagram or stuff, I've, like, talked about how I finished my sketchbooks. And then, like, on my last sketchbook, or 2 sketchbooks ago, that was my superhero, or my Spider-Sona design. And then we have Sarah, we have Eloise, we have Austin, and we have Damien, we have Dixie. It was so fun coloring them because I'm like, oh my god, it's them. These are the roomies. They're all roommates in the Spider-Sona. Eloise is the last one, which kind of fits in with the Immortal Bastard group, with her being like one of the newer Immortals. And you'll be wondering, where's Ryan and Sadie? Ryan is actually one of the Sinister Six, and Sadie is like this universe's MJ. Mostly because that's like the last role I needed someone to fix, as Sadie is the last Immortal Bastard that popped up. And then Austin is like my version of the Black Cat. No romance there, just platonic, but I love them. They're so cute. It's because I was looking up like the Spider-Sona Pinterest board, and I saw that, you know, the outfits, and I was like, oh my god, that's my character, guys. Because why? Why is she dressing like this to college? Because you can. As someone who went to college and graduated, still can't believe I can say that, people were dressing up like whatever they want. Like, no joke, they were really just dressing up like however they wanted. Which was okay, like, go you. Sometimes I'll dress like whatever I want. Which is what I was supposed to be doing this month, but I got tired with the rain, with my menstrual cycle. I didn't want to do that no more. So I was just like, okay, bet. I'm just gonna draw and just stay home. I say going to work. Okay, and then we go here. Let's see if I know how a skirt works, guys. Okay, goes down here and let's go here. Because this is how... Okay. I'm just gonna, for our modesty, add shorts. Please. And then, like, I don't know, like, she wears... I just realized I have never drawn Dixie in the way she wears shoes. Guys, please, can you tell that I don't ever do, like, full bodies of my characters? It's all been a lie. Yep. I was so thankful it didn't work today. Because we were going to have our new flavors today, and I just did not want to deal with the rush. I will be dealing with it tomorrow, but hey, I'll have a concert afterwards, and then I won't have to work the following day, so it'll be nice. It'll be relaxing. Okay, we have Dixie, and then here, what we're going to say, it was Lily, Ada, Grace, okay? Obviously, I'm going to draw Lily first because I love her. She's my wife, guys. Mostly because she's one of my oldest OCs. I love her. Or, if in the Mortal Bastards realm, this is literally Sarah. So, and I don't like that because that's not her face. And I know how her face is. I literally just drew her today in my sketchbook because I was trying to draw some more Spider-Sona stuff. So I am offended that I can't draw her. Okay. And then she has, you know, the iconic star earrings that follow her wherever she goes. Which is good, because I love her. I don't know if I'm going to be streaming the same time next week right now. Mostly because next week I do have a writer's conference I am heading to. So I'm not sure if I'll, you know, be able to, you know, film around the same time. Because I'm going to be gone Thursday, Friday, and Saturday for it. And I have a next concert next Thursday. So I won't be able to probably stream unless they still give me the same time. Then I will be streaming, but I'm not sure. It is really all up to my manager and how he wants to give me those dates now that I basically called him off. Because he did give me the weekend, surprisingly, this weekend. And I think it's because he's trying to get a lot of dates out of me before I go, like, skedaddle and can work. I just realized he needs to... Sure. And then the real question is which one's Ada and which one's Grace? Who knows, man? Who knows? The thing is, like I said, I'm gonna go see a concert in, like, July. And everyone's, like, starting to following me now because we're all in the same group chat. And the thing is, like, guys, cool, but, like, internet safety. You guys can't just be following people just because they're gonna go to the same concert as you. Okay, maybe, yeah, because we do it on Twitter. But I feel like Twitter is less personal than Instagram, you know? Like, for me, like, I'm just like, don't follow me because... Why are you following me on my Instagram? Because my Instagram's personal. Not my art Instagram, but, like, you know, just my Instagram. And then people are like, yeah, but, like, you know, you just put it out there. And I was like, yeah, but I didn't want to. Now I'm stuck, guys. Guys, I'm stuck here. Okay, I'm trying to remember how I drew out as well. Who's gonna win? My short-term memory or just anything else? Okay. Oh my god, this like music is so calming. I'm just falling asleep, guys. Me trying to remember if I gave her like earrings or anything. No, I did not. Okay, then we go here. Here. I just realized, why did I give her like such like boxes hair for Ada? I don't understand why. Okay. And the thing is, I don't like, maybe they just came from patrol. I feel like that would make much more sense. So sorry, Sarah / Lily. I'm gonna switch it. Don't worry about it. And we're gonna do. I also need to get the gloves for like drawing on screen, because sometimes like when I'm doing like this, my hand like gets picked up and then I'm like, oh, that's not Ada. Have you ever drawn something and you hate everything, but you're just trying so hard to continue? You know. Okay. And now this thing is coming undone. Okay. I've like done the thing where it's like I don't have a script, so I'm just growing quiet. Like, sorry. I didn't mean to, but now I'm growing quiet. And I didn't mean to do it like that. Probably because I've been so active today. Now, this is like my first time just like sitting down, and now that I'm listening to this music, I'm just like, huh, maybe I should just be quiet. I don't know. I'll probably just stay quiet while I'm trying to finish up this line art. But you know, if you guys still want to watch and draw along, that is perfectly fine. The real question is, how short is Grace's hair again? Oh, I did that weird thing, actually. Okay, just that. By the way, I've always like drawn like Lily be more hyperactive than Grace. There's no reason. Just that Grace doesn't have a good inkling of Lily. And there's a good reason why. The reason is there's no reason. I just realized it switched colors. No. The reason is it's just like something within her is just like, you're like too happy all the time. And, you know, completely valid. But come on, Grace, you can't just not have a weird feeling about the person, you know, who is higher in command than you just because you have a feeling. She's valid though. Lily's about to go through something. Who said that? Who said that? I did. Because she really is about to go through something. Okay, and then we just do I don't have time to do detailed bleeding scars. And I just realized I forgot her mask is more pointed. Meanwhile, Anna's isn't. Okay. And then, well, just gonna have to do this. We'll go here, here. I love how I'm making it look like Lily or Starstruck now is taller than the girls, but really they're all the same height. She's just using her, like, what's it called? Her floating powers. Just to look like she's taller. For no other reason. Probably power, but, you know, we don't have to talk about that. God. The pain. Just the tiredness and the pain, guys. And also, I'm like right by my window, and it has like the sun, so the sun is like hitting me, and it just feels so warm, and I'm like, guys, what if? what if we just go to sleep now? Wouldn't that be the best? Okay, this is my favorite couple. Everyone be quiet. It's Zach and Lena. Probably draw them with my eyes closed. Which is exactly what I'm doing. I'm just kidding. I am not drawing with my eyes closed, but I am like speed running it. Because I love them. Oh, and then, you know, his scar. What would be his scar? I feel like I've just given him a scar, but now that we're in the superheroes universe, like, he can't, like, there has to be now a reason for that scar. He just can't be like, yep, I have a scar now, and I'm like, okay, but, like, bestie, which of your backstory, yeah, which of the backstories that you have causes that, scar? Who knows? I'm gonna give him a little floof, because I've always given Zach a floof. Okay. And then, like, I always made them, like, he always has, like, a hoodie. I always give Zach and Lena, like, the most comfiest, like, casual outfits. And I know I don't play favorites, but I play favorites, obviously. Like, why else would I always draw them happy, always draw them together, draw them in comfy casual outfit, which means they have worked past their trauma to be happy with each other. Like, where else? Like, which other OC couple that I have am I doing this? No one, because, like, not even Harmony gets this, guys. But that's probably because, like, for Harmony, she's, like, because of the role she plays in crossing over two established franchises. And those two established franchises have used, like, child soldiers, which is not, like, a thing, but it's, like, fantasy. It's, like, perfect for me to always draw her, like, I always draw and write her, like, filled with angst. Meanwhile, like Zach and Lena, like their backstories. It's what the angst is, you know. So I draw them happy. I feel like to to fight myself and be like, yeah, they deserve this after all they had in their childhood. Like, they found each other. Because that's, like, also the thing. Like, a lot of times my OCs, when they're, like, their canon endgames, like, they didn't meet each other as kids. So, like, they're, like, I guess, like, a lot of the trauma's still happening to them in the current, like, storylines I have, while they have met, like, their canon love interest. So then I can do the angst with that. Meanwhile, with Zach and Lena, a lot of their canon, like, traumatic events happened before they met each other. And then, like, when they both are, like, ready to heal, it's when they kind of, like, meet each other. So, like, for me, like, I, like, feel like it's okay that I draw them happy all the time. Because they can. And now I need to realize, like, okay, if we're trying... That means Lena has the longer hair. I was about to draw her, like, the way I always draw her with the short hair, but, like if we're in the storyline, that means I have to draw her with, like, the longer hair. But I also have to think about how fast hair grows. Like, for me, my hair grows, like, very fast. Very quick. So if she has, like, short hair, like, that ends, like, right here, when she's, like, 16, then I feel like I can give her, like, maybe that much hair. Okay, let me just... Mostly because I can't give her way longer hair than that, because I feel like at that point, it can't. Okay. See if I know how to do it. Guys, let's just cut it there. I can't. I know, like, I hope plan a whole thing, but I feel like I just can't. I had a vision, but the vision's falling apart. Okay, and then I wanted to draw her like this, and then, like... Okay, and then, like, maybe it goes here, goes here, go here. Guys, I didn't have a reference for this. This is just what's coming out of my own head. Which is why nothing makes sense. Their limbs are but spaghetti. Okay, let's just move on, okay? I can't draw. That's what I get for trying to draw without a reference. Like, I feel like it's the hip, which is really the connections of, like, the torso, like, the waist area, like, the torso and the legs, that I always have a trouble, like, trying to figure out. But no, let's just draw Dylan and Emily, because, yes. Now, speaking about canon couples and the trauma, look, it's the kids, and, like, their whole storyline's the reason we have the superheroes in the first place. Because why can't they just admit their feelings towards each other? This is very much based on Miraculous Ladybug. At least, this kind of, like, this section of, like, their, like, relationship. Like, the whole, like, oh, they don't know their secrets. I don't know. Yeah. Oh my god. Pegasus and... I wish I could draw Pegasus. Like, I grew up, reading Percy Jackson, and I would, like, try to do self-inserts, and I know canonically, the Camp Half-Blood shirt has, like, the Pegasus on it, but I just couldn't draw it as a kid, so I just did, like, what everyone else is, just, like, the C and the H and the B, because I was like, I can't. But, like, I feel like I tried to draw it once, and then it was, like, kind of okay, but, like, by, like, again, my weakness, hips and legs, it starts to fall apart. That's not the right nose for Dylan. God, I need to pull out my papers again. Where is Dylan? Ah, I see. And I'm still on the razor tool. Yeah, I mean, I feel like a lot of my character designs are always inspired by what I'm obsessed with at the time. So obviously around middle school, that's when Miraculous Ladybug first started off. So I was very obsessed with that kind of dynamic of one person knows, one doesn't, superhero identities. But obviously this is not that. Like, Dylan doesn't really have a secret identity. He just is a common thief who just is very lucky he hasn't been caught. And when I mean, like, caught, I don't mean Emily catching him. I just mean, like, by the law enforcement. Meanwhile... Oh, yeah, I need to give him his downturned eyes. Meanwhile, Emily is just... She knows that this thief that has no secret identity is the same person in her class. But, like, she grows to fall in love with him. And Dylan likes Emily's, like, superhero identity Prism because, like, of, what's it called? Because of Emily's powers of just being nice all the time. So, because of that, it just really helps her, like, well, it helps him feel like someone is looking at him in his own way. Meanwhile, Emily's just in love with the guy. And then when they're at school, he doesn't like Emily for that same reason of her being nice all the time. But he thinks Emily's just being, like, a fake teenager who's just being nice all the time. Because it benefits her. I just, like, gritted my teeth because I was trying to draw Dylan trying to do the same thing. But obviously it doesn't work. Yeah, I mean, I still have my Percy Jackson OC. I don't draw a lot of the other ones, but I draw Harmony all the time. Mostly because she's the first OC that I've ever, like, drawn and, like, cared for. So, I like drawing her all the time. Mostly because she is a combination of Percy Jackson and Harry Potter. And with the new, like, Percy Jackson series, like, TV show, it just brings me back. I read all the books. I'm really obsessed with it. So, Harmony is, like, my outlet in that. And because I've created so much, like, backstory for her and her family, and then, like, her friends and all that, I just get really into it whenever I want to. But, like, I don't draw, like, the animals. She canonically has, like, a service dog. But, like, I don't draw it because I'm just, like, I don't want to. I just mostly just draw her in her sad scenes and we're like, yep, but that's mostly it. Yeah, one day I'm gonna have, like, speaking about Dylan and Emily, they will reveal their identities at one point. They did in the original timeline. And I've written the opening scene of the original timeline. And they have, like, you know, reveal their identities. It's really cute. I love them. Obviously, I wish the original timeline beginning, or, like, the end of the original timeline, the beginning of my story, didn't happen because it is kind of tragic. But it's cute, you know? And I think, you know, I need to make sure I know how many swoops of his hair I have to do. But I haven't have it planned yet in this timeline if they are gonna, you know, reveal who they are. I haven't gotten around to it. If they do, it'll be, like, really late in the, you know, in the timeline. Mostly because I think it's just equally as tragic if they reveal again and then they're doomed. I still don't know what the story I want, like, the ending. If it is, like, doomed, like, you know, like, doomed lovers, doomed to repeat themselves. It's very addicting to have that, but at the same time, I kind of want to give them a happy ending, but then it's like, is the happy ending supposed to be with like everyone in this merged timeline? Or are like some people like, and of course some people got erased or some people merged to like satisfy certain like character spaces they were supposed to be. So it's like I can't give them the happy ending because it won't be 100% happy because some people had to like be gone forever. Or if I do send people back, then it's like it's not this version of the characters anymore, right? Because they had other people influencing them. So it's a lot of things. I keep asking my sister. My sister is a very good bounce back. She helps me a lot with a lot of ideas, just mostly with like, hey, what do you think? Do you think this is, is this gonna work out? Or is it too sad? Sometimes she just like tells me also to tell like, hey, it's kind of sad. That's like a sad story, right? And I'm like, cool, good. That's what I wanted. Yeah. I also, because like Emily's the main protagonist, and I kind of don't want her to be sad because I do love her like as my own daughter, but I hope nothing bad happens to her. Yeah, because nothing will. I don't think I'm drawing this right. Considering I'm drawing them in the current timeline, which is 2019, and they're still acting this way, then that means no, they have not revealed their identity. It's okay. They'll do it at some point. Like, literally, it's just... My boy Dylan just needs to get over himself and figure it out. Okay, and then try to... need to pull up Emily. I have, like, a character, character sheets, that don't have my art, but kind of, like, the face cleanser one. It's, like, a pack of papers, but it helps me figure out how my characters look like, especially only with the OG timeline. I still haven't got around to printing all the other characters, mostly because it's just no too much ink wasted on that. It's like already a stack of papers just for the original timeline people. Imagine if I try to print everyone else. Okay. I don't know if I want to have her eyes closed because of excitement or actually have her eyes open. I think I'll just keep her eyes open. That's not what I wanted to do. Or, yeah, but like not that much of an eraser. Okay. I don't like that. There's like parts where it's like the rest of the face looks good and like something's off, and then you're just like, but why? And it's like, I don't know. Okay. No, that's not what I needed to do. Okay. Something's off. I think I know what I need to do. I think this has to be low. That's not what I wanted. That's what I get for just like trying to do. I think the reason it was throwing me off is because technically, realistically, it was the right proportions, but like my art style it's not realistic. It hasn't been in so long that it was throwing me off. Okay, and then there you go. Okay, that like fits so much better. And then we just that's on. There we go. And I think also I need to like shave down some of the. That's maybe just like this and then like this. No. Move that. I feel like I got locked in and now I'm just like, I can't speak. I'm like, if I speak, I lose my train of thought. Yeah. So like I said at the very beginning of the stream, I have a YouTube video that's coming out tomorrow. I've already edited. It's going to be a sketchbook tour. I am kind of low energy in that one because my camera did cut out multiple times. But that sketchbook tour will be my 15th sketchbook. It came out in 2022. It was a sketchbook tour I was supposed to do, but I took a hiatus because I just couldn't get the camera to work and I got so tired. But now I'm back and I feel like I'm trying to at least be consistent. That will be the first video, I think, of this year because everything else has been live streams. Then once we get that video out, maybe I'll do a speed paint video. Once that video is out, I will be doing live streams. Don't worry about it. But I feel like I have to, you know, like I need to at least get something out. I can't be like, here's what I'm missing, and then disappears. Because I feel like I've been doing that a lot, and like, where I'm just like, yeah, guys, here's the reason why I couldn't upload, and then I disappear. Then I'm like, make another video where I'm just like, whoops, my bad. Speaking of which, here's another video explaining why I disappeared. It's like, it's getting kind of like, you know, like, why am I disappearing so much? To be fair, it was mostly school and work, but like now that I just have work, I can, you know, focus on these things now. Something still looks off with that face. If it's not Dylan, it's Emily. If it isn't Emily, it's Dylan. It's because the actual original piece and the way it works, Dylan was the one that looked weird. Now Dylan looks fine, and now Emily looks weird. So, you know, I'm never winning. Yeah, if I don't like it, sorry if you can hear my dog barking, but if I don't like it, I'll just go back and fix it. Okay, time to draw. But, like, yeah, she loves, like, again, very Lucy Schroeder from, like, that Peanuts, like, my For You page. The color scheme, the way they act, I'm just like, guys, please. It's just my babies. What else is gonna happen? Okay. Then, like, I know I keep giving her, like, a tank top. Not a tank top, crop top. Okay. I don't know what else. I just realized I'm trying to do so realistic, and then the reason why nothing works out is because I forgot a lot of my stuff was very rough sketches, so that could also be a reason why. Whoops. And I also know because, like, I'm trying to, like, replicate this piece where it was very much when I was drawing them in the original, like, storyline. But obviously, now it's a very different story. But it was supposed to be like, oh, like, Emily is supposed to be, like, you know, using her flying powers. But then, of course, they haven't revealed their identity. So, there's no way why she would be doing that. But I remembered that's kind of, like, this idea I wanted to do. Sure, whatever. I feel like that's as much as I want to do on that one. And then, I feel like I'm just practicing their faces. This is a very chill stream, guys. I'm just doing what I want to do. Again, I know how to draw Jillian. I could probably draw her with my eyes closed. But I realized this is not just Jillian. This is her, what's it called? This is her superhero suit. So, do need to see how that looks again. Which I did design during our first live stream. Okay, here we go. And it is that kind of like domino mask style. You can pry these domino masks from my hands. It's just really super simple to do. I love them. Okay, like she actually has to put like effort in her screen, but like that doesn't mean I'm not gonna give her eye bags. My girl is a grad student and she is tired. Okay, and then like how's her hair? I know I give her a ponytail. Okay. 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 Then we have the ponytail. It's just so funny because I'm like, Carol's like, I think one of the only civilians of like my OCs that I've drawn that lives in San Francisco, because I feel like the other ones are in New York. But don't quote me on that. No, something's off. Right here. Okay, and then, oh my god. She has the diamond, like, kind of sort of piece. Because everyone else does. Okay. And we have that. I am going to draw Carol afterwards. I just want to get this layout of how she looks like, the super suit looks like. Okay. Go here. Go here. And then we have that, like, cloak, skirt thing. Okay. And then we have Carol. She's over here. Okay. This one I am gonna need a little bit of help because I've drawn Carol maybe like 3 or 4 times because she's a civilian, so I didn't have to draw her as much. But now I picked this pose, I have to kind of draw her. The sun is like hitting me directly in my eyes because of my window, and it's like the sun is so warm right now. I'm like, guys, what if I take a nap? What then? But then what would I do? What would I do? Okay. I hope that I drew that right. But then again, no one will know except me, so that is alright. Okay. Okay, and then how is Carol's hair? I see. Oh god, I need to stretch my wrist so it doesn't cramp up again. Oh, we already passed the first hour mark. That's crazy. It doesn't feel like it. To be fair, I didn't work today, so maybe that's why it doesn't feel as much compared to last week. I don't like the way her eyes is. Like, I understand I'm trying to make her surprised, but like I feel like her eyes just look too big compared to the way the rest of my characters look like. There's just something off, but we'll figure that out. Oh my god, did I give her like a sleeveless turtleneck? I did! No, I just gave her a sleeveless shirt, not turtleneck. Whoops, never mind. I'm about to be like, oh, how's Scarlet Core of her? Which is another one of my characters. Don't worry about it. I feel like this needs to move up. Oh, I hate... Why did I do this? I said, yeah, when really I should have just been practicing more like traditional sketches, and then we could have moved on to whatever I'm trying to do. But no, I was like, I think I can do it. I can't do it, guys. I don't know why. I don't know why I decided I could do this. Okay, and then if we just erase all the things in between. Okay. I feel like I can do this. Okay, and then when you carry someone, like, it's right here, right? Or it's like, no. The arm, not the arm, but it's right here. Okay. Then we do this, because I don't really care. Then we go right here. And I think that's, what else do I have in that design? Okay. I was about to just put down Esperanza's name, and I was like, that's not her name. She wouldn't call her that. Not when you're trying to save a civilian. You can't just be revealing identities. Okay, and then lightning. Woo. But what is her name? Oh, it's on this other side. Let's skip the page. Okay. Woo. I don't know what else. Oh yeah, it needs to be something. Anyway, I feel like I tried to do so much more work on like this, what's it called? The gestures. That I'm like, I don't know what else to do. I think. Hold up. Little folder. Just have this. And we have a new thing. If I'm lucky, I should probably... Oh, wait, I can't access that drawing. I mean, I could, but then, like... hello. Hi, welcome to chat. Well, welcome to stream, really. God, I was gonna see if I can get to more art, but I can't right now because, I can go farther on my... Wait, actually, maybe I could. Okay. Yeah, sneak peeks, guys. It's like, maybe I could upload a drawing. That is so much. And all that to say, 1, I can't draw a hydraulic press. 2, crazy. Anyway, I'm trying to see, like, if there's, like, drawings I can do. Because a lot of these things are more of, like, the Immortal Bastards. And I'm like, I feel like nobody wants to really see me draw the Immortal Bastards. But, like, I wanna, like, color something, you know? Well, I was like, I could just do the Immortal Bastards. No, I think I'm gonna do Julissa and her, like, weird... That weird dynamic she has. I was like, I'll just do another one of my OCs, guys. Why? Because apparently, I'm bored. And I want to continue live streaming, so I guess we'll do that. Okay, cancel. Okay, also, don't worry, I'm gonna fix the canvas right now. I did it the wrong way. There we go. If you ever want to know how I do my process, here we go. Usually I just upload something I've drawn, and then I add a layer over, and I found this on TikTok, okay? So before, I'm like, yeah, I made this. No, I didn't. I do this, and it covers everything, but then I go all the way down here, do saturation, and then I do one more, put that over, and I do kind of like a skin tone, like a light red. Cover all over, and then if it works, saturation. Then I just kind of lower it down a little bit, just so it has like that red tinge of the background. And then, I just do this, and then I go back to the sketch, I put multiply, and then afterwards, I do a new, layer, and then I switch my pen to a watercolor, and from there, I just color. The real thing is I have never colored these two characters before, so I need to figure that out. Usually what I do, I just steal, like, a skin tone already from here. Sure, Julissa, that's your skin tone now. Because I have never drawn you, I never colored you before. That is way too dark. I think it's just way too dark, because it's like, now it's way too pink. I think it's this. And when I mean usually I just steal. I just steal from the colors scheme. And then I just try to see from there. I feel like that didn't do anything. Oh, it's because I'm on the wrong layer. There we go. I was on the wrong layer. Whoops, my bad. I just realized. Yeah, she's wearing a turtleneck. Have always worn a turtleneck. I don't know why. Who's gonna win? Me or like literally anything else? There you go. The thing is, with having this underlayer, it's really hard to figure out how your character is going to look, like the colors. You kind of have to adjust to it. Maybe I drew this over here too. I remember I drew this like some time ago. I just felt a breeze of air, and I'm trying to figure out where it came from, because my window isn't open for noise purposes, and my door is closed, so guess I'm being haunted. I drew this because I was just in the last couple of my like pages of my last sketchbook, like the most recent one. I kind of just was like, which characters have I not drawn? Like, I was kind of like, I wanted to draw them in like lovey-dovey poses. Obviously with Julieta, this didn't work out because she does not end up with her person. They have a complicated history. She's a fantasy, but it's okay. I won't tell you from which fandom. But she is a superhero slash witch. So, cause I can never get enough of magic. But basically, she kind of like, in her witch coven, there's a way where you can like become soulmate bonded with a person. And she accidentally soulmate bonds with the first, not with the first person, but like someone's, is Chase. I don't know what I'm saying. Yeah, I steal names from other characters, put them on my own characters. We were just questioning about the affiliate thing if you've been here from the beginning of the stream. But anyway, Chase, his first day of school, she actually bumped into him and she thinks he's sweet, and she accidentally creates a soulmate bond because that was the spell she was researching on. But by doing that, she accidentally creates a soulmate bond. And the thing is, in her, in her family, her coven, it is very frowned upon to break a soulmate bond. So she's stuck with him, and she doesn't mind it at first. She thinks it's really sweet. He's really sweet. She likes him. The thing is, he doesn't pay attention to her in that way. He's always like, no one loves me. I'm such a nerd. And Ulysses like right there. It's like, I love you. But like, he never looks at her that way. And the thing is, some people start to know that she is soulmate bonded to him. Except him, of course, because we love oblivious idiots. And basically use her. Being like, hey, if you join us, like, sometimes, like, the villains, right? Excuse the noise. I'm gonna, like, close the blinds, because I'm being, like, blinded. Oh my god, I can see. Like, they're like, if you join us, you know, he won't be hurt, yada, yada, yada. So she's like, okay. But she knows that they're evil, but because her soulmate bond compels her to, like, protect her soulmate, she agrees. And then at one point it got to the point where it wasn't just like, you know, petty people in their lives, but actually super villain, which then that almost destroys like his family. She's just like, oh yeah, this is bad. I'm gonna leave, because their trust was really broken at that time. They're no longer friends, because he was like, why would you, you know, hurt my family? And you know what? Valid. But she's just hurt, so she goes to try to break the soulmate bond, but then her family / coven find out, and they they make her an outcast, saying like, hey, you need to deal with this, right? You chose him to be your soulmate bond, so now you have to deal with him actually being your soulmate bond. So she kind of like goes away. At this point, they're now 18, 19. All of this is happening in high school, because I was a high schooler not that long ago. I say 4 years ago. So I'm used to it. You know, a lot of stuff happens in your high school years, and you're just like, wow, end of the world. Anyway, for her, quite literally, she then leaves, tries to break it on her own, and then, like, his uncle, who was supporting the superheroes, but he was a redeemed villain as well, offer her a place to stay, be like, hey, I kind of figured you don't actually mean to hurt us, and that you were manipulated. And you obviously look like you need a place to stay, and we're rich. Just stay with the superhero compound right now, right? We'll figure things out, and you can break this soulmate bond on your own. She was like, cool. Does when he finds out she's there, he is pissed because the last thing he remembers is her breaking his trust, and she is exerting a lot of energy, which is like what this scene is here. She's exerting a lot of energies and spells, trying to get rid of this soulmate bond, and he like actually finds her doing that, and he feels a little pity because everyone else at this point kind of like forgave her and be like, oh yeah, you were being manipulated and used. But yeah, and then it just like he feels bad, but then she does break the soulmate bond. But at that point, she's still a superhero. She still has superhero power. She has telekinesis, besides like the spells she does. So they were like, yeah, you know what? Just stay with us. We can use your powers. She's like, okay. And like for the first time since she has met this dude, since like the first time they met, she has like free agency of her own. So she is a little rude to him because she does feel a little bit scorned. And you know what? Valid. Um, but he starts to feel jealous because she gets close to another guy on the team, but she sees him as like an actual friend. And she's a little pissed that Chase even thinks like she has some sort of claim, like, oh, why do you think, like, why could you, like, why are you jealous, right? Like, we don't mean anything to each other. And like, it's unfair that you are now jealous now that you broke a soulmate bond. And he's like, you know what? True. And then he dates someone else, and then she feels jealous. But she's like, no, this is probably just residuals of, like, the soulmate bond. Because how could I ever, like, actually have feelings for this dude? She has feelings for that dude. Anyway, the girl betrays them. Not this girl, but, like who, Chase was dealing at the time. And she kind of, like, loses it. And she, like, performs, like, a spell to vanquish, like, that person and, like, all the villains they were fighting. And at that point, it kind of drained her power, because at that point, she was outcasted from a coven, and the only person she kind of, like, even had, like, kind of like a coven was, like, that guy friend on that team. And he was like, cool, I have, like, wizard powers now. And she's like, sure, dude. Just pretend, like, just say the chants with me just so I don't lose my witch powers. But she did lose her telekinesis, sadly, in this final battle. But it is just funny because, like, afterwards, like, her sister comes and it's like, hey, since now I'm coven leader, I can just overlook our weird, like, coven's history of, like, outcasting people who, like, accidentally did soulmate bonds or don't want to be soulmate bonded to, like, a horrible person. Like, you can come home. And then, like, Julius is like, no, I'm fine, actually. I'm actually gonna, you know, stay with the superhero team because this is now my new family. And then they all become, like, join her coven. Like, they become, like, her coven. And it's really sweet because, like, they don't, like, the first they were confused, like, oh, do we have to do magic? And she's like, not really. You just have to be there when I do it. In a way, it's like the more people in your coven, at least in this universe, the more power you get. And then they also get a little boost in their superpowers. So it's nice. And at this point, like, it is, like I said, a fan OC. So there's no really ending, just me just drawing things. But they do kind of, like, talk it out. But I don't make them canon. I just have them in the place where it's like, they have acknowledged there's a lot of stuff where it's like, if we start dating now, it is unfair to everything that's happened. But they kind of, like, now, without any manipulation of a soulmate bond, without any manipulation of, like, life-threatening dangers and, like, high school, they kind of admit they do care for each other, probably more than, like, a regular person. But they're not going to do anything. Mostly because for her, it would just mean, like, everything she did was for naught, and then for him, he just thinks it's unfair, and his time has passed. So, you know, basically two idiots. That is like almost every one of my characters like problems. Just like miscommunication, guys. Just talk it out. It'll help. Like you never know, but it might just help. Okay, then I need a darker brown for his. But yeah, it's just like, and then I don't know, like I haven't. That's too dark of a brown. I haven't really like done anything with them. Like even every time I draw, I just draw more of like that in between time instead of like the actual time where like they should be like moving on. But I was just like, guys, it's funny. Like they're funny because you guys could have been dating for like years now if you just gotten your act together. But yeah, I was just like, I want to draw something nice. So I was like, let me just draw this. By the way, the part I'm coloring, that scene, never canon. Never canon. Please, they have never done that. That's just me wishing my characters were happy. Like, I wish they've done it at least, like, you know, we're that cute and soft at one point in their life. No. Just no. I'm just giving him brown eyes, but I don't even know if he has brown eyes. But no, never canon, guys. You have to know that some things that I've drawn, even in sketchbooks or that, like half the things are never canon. It's just me being like, I have free will, so I'm gonna draw whatever I want. And you know what? That's also such a funny thing. Like, I feel like artists, once you like get away from like the strict rules of like what you should draw and what you shouldn't, once you figure it out, like, hey, I'm an artist and I can draw, even if it's like simple stick figures, you're like, wow, that alone is a power. Okay, like even if you're drawing just stick figures, like you have the power to create whatever you want. The world is your oyster. Like for me, I love drawing self inserts. Like my spider stunner, right? Sometimes I'm just like, oh, I can't draw, blah, blah, blah. Then I'm like, no, but I can. Because sometimes I don't know what to draw. And I'm like, but I can draw whatever I want. So I draw my self-inserts. And I'm just like with my fictional character crush. And I'm like, because who's going to stop me? No one. Like, I'm free. And it's like so relaxing. Because it's just like, in a way, therapeutic. And it's like, yeah, I'm in that universe. And no one's stopping me. Like, the happy stuff is like the self-inserts. The unhealthy stuff, it's the actual OCs. This is more canon, by the way. This scene, like, right here, this is more canon to what actually happens. It's just so funny, because, like, again, he just, like, whines, and he's like, no girl loves me, and I'm like, okay, so what is Julissa, like, chopped liver? Does she just not count? Like, she's out here, like, vouching for you every single day, and then you're just like, nope. Like, do you just not count her? Because she's also, like, she knows of your superhero identity, and she knows, like, she's part of that life, so you think she just has to know? But, you know, we'll never know. Because this is all just, like, fun for me. It's not like an actual story. I just like giving my characters like a lot of what's it called, lore and backstories, because I just can't help myself. Okay. And then, like, again, I'm not 100% sure if she's supposed to have, God, if he's supposed to have, like, brown eyes. I don't even know. Because of that, let me just... By the way, it's not as tragic either, this, where he's like, oh, like, what happens really, it's like, she's in the middle, like, in the training room that they have, And he's just there. Like, she's just, like, doing a spell. Like, she's fighting something. And, like, a bunch of, like, shadow access, like, goes away from her before slamming back into her body. Then that's how he sees it. And he's like, oh. But then she noticed that she kind of, like, runs off. Not even running off. She's just like, oh, you're here. Don't even pretend to care for me. God, if only they just spoke to each other. They can realize they actually do care for each other. But you know what? They're not going to do that. Okay. Okay, add this. Also, like, her fashion. Because I was like, I don't want to make her wear, like, a dress. But, like, she's, like, a witch. But I also, like, didn't understand, like, how to, like, really dress her. So she wears, like, a lot of, like, that kind of style where, like, a turtleneck, right? Or long sleeves. And then, like, those very long skirts that are not flowy. Kind of, like, they're, like, made for, like, more thicker material. And, like, that long shirt, like, long sleeve shirt, it's, like, tucked in. Like, that's her fashion style. Which is of such a good, like, you're gonna see, I'm gonna post a sketchbook tour tomorrow. And, like, in one of the first 2 pages, there's some sketches of, like, a version of Julissa. And you're gonna be like, wow. Like, she does not look like that. And it's like, yeah, no, like, no kidding. She doesn't look like that. Good thing for that. She got fashion taste, guys. Though, like, my, like, favorite little headcanon is just, like, all the bad fashion choices that I made for my characters. It's, like, canon. That's just, like, their early days. You know, like, when you're in middle school, like, it's probably your first time being able to pick out your clothing that your parents don't set out for you or something. And then just, like, tragic. Like, yeah, no, that's them. Yeah, no, I saw something funny once on Tumblr. I don't go on it anymore. Because it just took way too much of my time. But I do remember there was, like, this funny little thing. There was a meme. It was just, like, I forgot which 2 characters it was. But it was, like, TV shows that I grew up with, and I was obsessed with rewatching at the time. But it was, like, character A and character B from 2 very different, like, television networks where, like, should have a fight of how many flannels they have in their closet. And the reason I'm saying that is because, this guy's wearing a flannel. But I was just like, I'm like, that's so true. Like, why? Why do the quotation mark nerds, quotation marks, like, quote marks, why do they have flannels? Like, what in the early 2000s was so obsessed with flannels? Like, why? Just why? And let me just add hair tie. Okay. 84 minutes. Let me double check my percentages. I could still go, like, for a little bit more. I always need to, keep track. It would be kind of funny if I just continue streaming and then didn't pay attention. It's like, whoops, my bad. Maybe I'll just finish this up and then I'll end stream for today. Mostly because I still got things to do. And I want to get them done before it gets too late. And then maybe, which one's more of a gray? Okay, and then we add that's not what I wanted. Need to add the shadows, the darkness. little bit less dark. Okay. Okay. Add that. And like that, I lost the energy to continue speaking. I get so caught up in like the drawings and I'm just like, yeah. Especially like this is very like calming for me because it's just coloring. It's just coloring. And there's something just so relaxing about just coloring what you already have drawn. Because you don't have to worry about the line art, you don't have to worry about anything. You're just coloring in with the infinite colors you have at your disposal. It's just so much easier than like trying to refill markers. Okay. Okay. And then I need to figure out what he's wearing. What is he wearing? What is any boy from the 2000s wearing? I say like if this is any at all, you know, accurate. It's not, but you know what? I'm free. Okay, I think we're just gonna have like wear this, but like a darker blue. It's too dark. I feel like that's a good blue. There we go. Add that. Okay, and then wow, I feel like he has. This is super suit. This is not because I was like, me and like this like neck design for super suits and the choco has on me. It's crazy. It needs to be studied. Okay. Add that. I think it's all blue. I don't know. It's been so long. And like, none of these characters have ever been colored before, so don't quote me. And then like, what's every flannel in the 2000s? It was like green or red. Or like this blue. I'm gonna put green before anyone hates me. Guys, please. There's nothing. You just gotta let it go. Look at you, a good solid colored green and not like a bright neon. It's muted enough where it fits with the other colors because they're also all muted. So it actually works really well. Too well, you might say. You need to add a clashing event because how else would people know that they're not meant to be together? Or are they? I don't know. I'm so debating whether or not to give them a happy ending or not. I mean, speaking about Danville, like, because I'm thinking the Danville beats, I watched their YouTube video the other day, 2 hours long. It's like they were playing the new video game, like, Split Factions? Split. It's like from the people It Takes Two. I will say, in those 2 hours, which I was really busy, so, like, I had to, like, watch, and then my parents called me over to do something, so I had to, like, pause it, and then I came back, so I didn't really watch it all in one sitting, but, it was just, it was, like, I enjoyed it. I watched more on Dan's screen than Phil's, because Phil's screen was just, I don't know what's happening. I had no clue what was going on. But it was actually really fun. It was really fun. I liked it. Makes me just really wish I played video games, but alas, they take too much time from my hands. And then where would I be without being able to draw? Huh? Where would I be? Okay. I just realized we're almost done. Not really, but almost. My boy just needs a jeans color. Close enough. Okay. Everything's just like a muted color here. That's crazy. And I know, I'm like, wow, I drew everyone, like, in their, I drew him in his super suit. Whereas hers, that's crazy, she doesn't get one. She doesn't get one too much later, because you have to remember they hate her. They think she betrayed them. It is very tragic. It's very tragic, guys. Very, absolutely tragic. A tragedy, if you must. But she does get one, but the thing is, because it's so much later, and she's the one who designed it to basically honor her coven, or her, not her coven anymore, but still her family and her heritage and all that. It does not match anyone else's. It looks like there's a team and then there's her, and she's like, cool, good, because I'm a superhero and a witch, and you gotta deal with it. Like, she's like, I'm not just, I am not just a witch. Or like the Brandon Rogers, like, I'm not just a bitch. I'm a bitch with a backstory. That's her. But as a superhero. I was just wondering why that sounded so familiar. And I was like, oh yeah, that thing. Great. I'm not gonna know if it covers everything, so I'm gonna do this thing. Oh my god, I can now see if I'm actually coloring it. Like, the white, for some reason, always my number one foe. Okay. And then we're gonna... Oh god. He's crying. Not at all canon, but he's... Not at all canon, but he's crying. Let him pretend. Give him this, at least. So he feels like he's doing something. Okay, I feel like that's it. And then, in case you wonder what I do after this, I duplicate layer. Then I do color burn. Then I just... Because, like, that's way too much. So I go, like, around here. Just so you can see the lines better. But yeah, that is it. And I just realized I have to go. Mostly because my iPad's at 50%. Also, because it's been like, what, 2 hours now? I don't think so. Has it? I can't count, guys. But I started around, what, 2:05, 3:05. It's been like 2 hours. I also am running out of energy. This is what I get for doing errands all morning. But yeah, that's it. That's the stream for today. Thank you for coming by. Thank you for chatting. Thanks for watching and sticking around besides me. I still don't know if I'm going to stream. So if you want to find out, hit the red button, subscribe, click the little bell. I am releasing a YouTube video tomorrow. It's a sketchbook tour, so don't worry, you're still going to get some content. Next week, I still don't know what's going to be happening with my AWP conference. I might be able to stream on Wednesday. I might not. Again, depends on what my schedule is like. But if not, I'll try to get a speed paint video out the way so you can still have something to listen to in the background while you do your errands and chores. I have a friend who told me, and that's honestly all I ever wanted. I want people to be less alone. And I love if my stories do that to you, great. Well, I think that will be all. Thank you, Chaotic Gremlins, for watching. I hope you stay safe, stay hydrated, get enough sleep, enjoy the sun. Where I'm at, daylight saving time just happened, so the sun does go down low. And I hope to see you next week. Okay? Bye!